Welcome back to the channel, everyone. In a world where performance design continually push boundaries, the 2026 Corvette Stingray GT emerges as a bold evolution of American muscle wrapped in modern sophistication. This is not just a sports car, it's a statement, a fusion of heritage and high-tech, raw power and refined engineering. And today, we're diving deep into every corner of what makes this machine such a compelling presence on the road. The first moment you lay eyes on the 2026 Stingray GT, there's an instant recognition. The silhouette remains distinctly Corvette, low, wide, and purposeful, but every angle has been sharpened, modernized, and refined. The front end commands attention with a bolder grille design that not only improves airflow but adds aggression to its stance. The LED headlamps are now narrower, more angular, giving the car a piercing gaze. Subtle aerodynamic enhancements like the new integrated splitter and air curtains around the wheels serve not just form but real function, reducing lift and increasing downforce at high speeds. This is a face that means business, both at a glance and under scrutiny. From the side, the Stingray GT continues to showcase its mid-engine architecture, with that long rear deck and short front overhang balancing the visual weight perfectly. You'll notice sculpted side intakes that are now slightly larger and more contoured, feeding that hungry V8 midship with cool air. The lines that run across the body are cleaner yet more muscular, pulling your eye from front to rear with intention. Large forged aluminum wheels sit beneath flared arches, giving it a planted, ready-to-pounce look. The ride height, just low enough to hug the ground but practical enough for everyday driving, strikes a balance rarely seen in cars of this performance class. Moving around to the back, the Stingray GT shows perhaps its most dramatic update. The quad taillights have been reimagined with a 3D sculpted design that glows with a futuristic intensity. The new diffuser setup is more aggressive, housing quad exit exhaust tips that now sit slightly higher, flanked by aerodynamic fins. The rear spoiler is subtle but functional, aiding stability without screaming for attention. Even the Corvette badge has been subtly restyled, adding a touch of modernity without losing its iconic shape. Stepping inside the 2026 model, you're immediately greeted with a driver-focused cockpit that blends fighter jet inspiration with luxury sedan quality. Materials have taken a step up. Soft-touch suede and leather dominate the dash, with carbon fiber and brushed aluminum accents placed strategically throughout. The seats, deeply bolstered and now available in ventilated options, hug you firmly yet remain comfortable on longer drives. The squared-off steering wheel, a signature feature, remains, but it now houses new haptic controls for drive modes, navigation, and audio. The digital gauge cluster is fully customizable, allowing you to prioritize information depending on whether you're cruising through downtown or tearing up a track. The infotainment system has been upgraded to GM's latest interface with faster response times, wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, and seamless voice commands. A new head-up display provides critical driving info right in your line of sight. Even the sound system has been overhauled, a 14-speaker Bose Performance Series setup now standard, delivering rich, immersive audio whether you're blasting classic rock or relaxing with ambient tunes on a night drive. But let's talk performance, because at its core, the Stingray GT is still a beast. Underneath the sculpted engine cover sits a 6.2-liter naturally aspirated V8, now pushing 515 horsepower and 475 pound-feet of torque. That's a slight bump over the previous generation, thanks to revised intake and exhaust systems and a retuned EQ. The result? A 0 to 60 time in the low 3-second range and a top speed flirting with 200 miles per hour. Mated to an 8-speed dual-clutch transmission, the shifts are razor-sharp and lightning fast, giving you complete control whether in automatic mode or paddling through gears yourself. The magnetic ride control system has also been refined for 2026, offering even better adaptability over different driving surfaces. Whether you're carving through canyon roads or commuting over less than perfect pavement, the Stingray GT remains composed and confidence-inspiring. The steering feel is precise, weighted perfectly, and gives excellent feedback through the corners. Braking, thanks to new carbon ceramic options, is aggressive yet controllable, instilling trust even during spirited drives. Fuel economy remains reasonable for a car in this segment, hovering around 19 mpg city and 27 highway, depending on how heavy your right foot is. But let's be honest, this isn't a car people buy for economy. It's about the experience, and the Stingray GT delivers it in every gear. When it comes to pricing, Chevrolet has done an impressive job of maintaining value. The base Stingray GT starts just under $75,000, while well-equipped versions can stretch closer to $95,000. Compared to European competitors offering similar performance figures, that's still a bargain. Optional packages include the Z51 Performance Pack, enhanced aero kits, and tech upgrades like adaptive cruise and lane keep assist, making it customizable to suit everything from weekend fun to daily usability. For buyers considering this car, a few suggestions: go for the Z51 package if you want the best blend of performance and value. It sharpens the dynamics and includes upgraded cooling, brakes, and tires. Opting for the GT2 seats brings added comfort for long drives without sacrificing support. And if aesthetics matter to you as much as numbers, the new metallic paint options and forged wheel choices this year are worth the upgrade. But above all, if you're coming from an older Corvette generation, or even from a European sports coupe, the Stingray GT is more than just a new model. It's a transformation. It feels tighter, more focused, and far more refined than you might expect. Chevrolet has engineered something that honors its past while looking squarely into the future. So, what's the final word? The 2026 Corvette Stingray GT isn't trying to be everything to everyone, but for those who crave pure, visceral driving with modern luxury and cutting-edge technology, it's hard to beat. It balances aggression and elegance, thrill and comfort, and perhaps most impressively, price and performance. This is the kind of car that doesn't just fill a niche, it creates one. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the 2026 Stingray GT, don't forget to like, subscribe, and drop a comment below with your thoughts or questions. What would you spec yours like? Until next time, drive safe, drive smart, and stay passionate about cars.